Sound of slow rain, soft static hum, and footsteps echoing on wet pavement begins and continues softly underneath the narration by sunrise. Martin's Ferry didn't look the same. It was as if a giant filter had been laid over the entire town. The leaves, once brilliant with autumn fire, had lost their glow. The vibrant maples were now a muted grey, the sturdy oaks a dull, lifeless brown. Even the murals downtown, the pride of the community, looked faded and tired, like someone had come in the night and drained all the paint away. Cece stood outside the diner, a steaming coffee cup clutched in her hands, her breath fogging in the chilly air. She stared out at the monochromatic world, a deep unease settling in her stomach. "This feels wrong," she murmured, her voice barely a whisper against the patter of the rain. "It's like the town forgot how to breathe." Chris, standing beside her, nodded slowly, rubbing the back of his neck as if trying to work out a knot of tension. "What if it's our fault?" he asked, his gaze sweeping over the colorless street flame we found. "What if we were supposed to do something more with it? What if we failed?" Driven by a shared sense of urgency, they returned to the old lantern. They tried lighting it again, their hopes high, but this time it barely responded. The small, magical ember they'd discovered in the church pulsed weakly, its light a faint, struggling flicker against the overwhelming greyness. Their hearts sank. Despondent, they started walking toward the church, their footsteps heavy on the wet pavement. And then something strange happened. A single leaf, defying the bleak landscape, drifted down from a grey-branched tree. It wasn't grey, though, it was red. A brilliant, impossible red. It landed right at their feet, and as it touched the ground, its colour seemed to shimmer and pulse, a lone beacon of life. Chris bent down to pick it up. Etched onto its surface was a new, cryptic message: "Balance the memory before the frost." The words sent a jolt through Cece. Mrs. Whitlock's riddle echoed in her mind. Clear as a belfry flames. Memory, balance, and renewal. They had found the first memory. Now they needed the second. Chris frowned, his brow furrowed in concentration. "So, what? We have to find the second flame before the whole town turns into some old black and white movie for good." Cece took a long sip of her coffee, the warmth doing little to chase away the chill of their predicament. But her eyes held a new spark of determination. "Exactly," she said, her voice firm, "and I think I know where to start." She looked up, her gaze fixed on the old stone building at the end of the street, the library. Thank you for listening to our story today. If you're enjoying this journey through Martin's Ferry, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. We appreciate all of your support and can't wait to see you in the next episode.